Hall of Fame quarterback, one of the all-time greats in the NFL, not only for what he did on the field, but just as a competitor and a leader. He took the Bills to 4 straight Super Bowls. Well, in 2013, Jim Kelly was diagnosed with head and neck cancer. Well, Jim is on a mission now to help inspire others who may face that same diagnosis. Jim is here in Colorado this morning. It's great to see you again.
Great to be here.
Time. You have been declared cancer-free twice, so you understand the risks that come with cancer, I imagine, that it's always, I guess, lurking, and it can be with other people as well.
And that's one of the reasons I teamed up with Merck, because I remember when I was diagnosed, my wife and I really had nowhere to turn and didn't know who to talk to, especially head and neck. So I get it now, because I know what I'm doing with Merck has made a difference for so many others, and especially when I was in the hospital, didn't know really who to talk to.
Right.
We finally found out.
So people, they know Jim Kelly, they know the name, they've seen the football player, so they've followed your life and they've seen your struggle with cancer. You've been very open about it with your family fighting it. You're not the only one with cancer. I mean, your whole family gets cancer when you get it. And I think a lot of people have been drawn to you and want to know more about what it is you faced and what it is you tell people.
I think for me it was a little scary at the beginning, because not so much for my health, but for my wife and my 2 daughters, because I know what they went through. We went through with raising my son, who was diagnosed with a fatal genetic disease. And as I stated before, really there's so many people out there who don't know where to go, where to turn, and we didn't know. And by knowing sooner, you can all of a sudden that diagnosis could be a little bit different. It's early detection is the key to it all. And for me, I'm still here, and that's the main thing.
No, and you're doing well. I mean, because again, in following your cancer battle, there have been times when you've looked like you've been laid as low as you can go. And
that's where I live by the saying, make a difference today for someone who's fighting for their tomorrow, because I remember when I was in the hospital, they gave me less than a 10% chance of living. And the thing about it is, I didn't even know. But my family, my wife, my 2 daughters, my brothers, not one time did they ever walk into my hospital room with a frown on their face. They walked in with that attitude, they're going to make my day better. And it made all the difference in the world for my attitude.
I got to ask you a couple football questions. One, you're close with John Elway, and he's now obviously doing a fantastic job as a GM. Did you see that coming? Because you, Marino, him, the contemporaries, Dan, I don't think like the front office much at all. John seems to love the competitive part of the front office.
Well, when you're successful, you love things like that.
It's going great.
But John's passion for the game, I knew it because I watched him on the football field, and I knew after it was over, when he decided to do it, I knew he was going to be successful, because his passion, his attitude, his work ethic, he's going to make sure he brings in the right people. And it's the old cliche, you're only as good as the people around you. And John's got a pretty darn good football team. But this is something I didn't want to do. I wanted to coach my son, of course. He's in heaven now, but I have other things I got to do. My son's foundation now, I'm so busy with that.
That's called Hunter's Hope?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hunter's Hope. And we are making a difference for so many kids out there, but that's one of the reasons I teamed up with Merck, is to be able to make a difference for others who don't know where to turn.
The last guy taken in the draft is your nephew. Now, John said after he took Chad Kelly out of Mississippi that he checked with you. Is Chad a good guy? Can we count on Chad?
Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, John called me prior to, and we talked about it, and there's no doubt. And the thing about it is, it drives me crazy, especially he's my godson, and I'm Uncle Jim to him.
Sure.
But the thing is, all the stuff that he went through was like 3 years ago, and it's like sometimes like, get over people. I mean, this stuff happened even before he got to Ole Miss, but the thing is, he's got to understand that, people are going to remember things like that. But now his work ethic is unmatched. He has to fight through a couple injuries. He had a knee, and he got that back, and then he hurt his wrist working too hard.
Right.
But he's going to have some time to do that. But I'm glad that John's taking a chance on him, and now it's up to him.
You say Uncle Jim says we should watch him. He's got a shot. He can make it.
There's no doubt he does. And one of his attitude right now is get healthy. He's not out there to win the starting job now. He's just out there to get better, get healthy, and whatever happens, happens.
Jim, it's great to see you again.
Thanks you very much
for coming
having
to Colorado and bringing your message. Good to see you doing well.
You got it.
All right, Natalie?
Great to see you.